Have you ever felt like you had to change who you are just to fit in? You know, like a chameleon changing its colors to match its surroundings? Well, let me tell you a story about a little chameleon who learned a very big lesson about being true to himself. Deep in a lush, vibrant rainforest lived a chameleon named Leo. Leo was a master of disguise. He could turn as green as a fern, as brown as a tree trunk, and even as bright as a tropical flower. All the other animals in the forest admired his amazing talent. "Wow, Leo," the monkeys would chatter. "You're the best hider in the whole jungle." Leo loved the praise, and he spent all his days blending in, making sure he was never really seen. One sunny morning, the jungle announced its annual Festival of Colors. It was the biggest event of the year. Animals from all corners of the rainforest would come to show off their unique features. The toucans their rainbow beaks, the parrots their brilliant feathers, and the butterflies their dazzling wings. Leo was excited, but also a little nervous. He didn't have a color of his own. He was only ever the color of something else. He decided to go to the festival and just blend in with the crowd. First, he sat next to a bunch of blue morpho butterflies. Whoosh! He turned a spectacular shimmering blue. The butterflies were amazed. "You look just like one of us," they chirped. Leo felt proud for a moment. But then he saw the parrots showing off their fiery red and sunny yellow feathers. He thought, their colors are so much more exciting. So he scurried over to the parrots, and in a flash, turned a brilliant combination of red and yellow. The parrots squawked with delight. "He's one of us now." Leo spent the whole day like this, hopping from group to group, changing his color to match whomever he was with. He was a green frog, a pink orchid, and even a spotty jaguar cub for a little while. He was getting lots of attention, but a strange feeling started to creep into his heart. He was a part of every group, yet he didn't feel like he belonged to any of them. He was so busy being like everyone else that he had forgotten what it was like to just be ... Leo. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the festival grounds, an old, wise owl named Professor Hoot landed on a branch above him. Professor Hoot had been watching Leo all day. He hooted softly. "Leo, my boy, you have shown us every color in the jungle today, except for one. Your own." Leo looked down, his skin a muddled, confused mix of all the colors he had been that day. "But I don't have my own color," he mumbled. "I'm only good at being like others." The wise owl chuckled gently. "That's where you're mistaken. Changing colors is your special gift, it's true. But you've been using it to hide yourself, not to express yourself. What color do you feel like when you're happy? Or when you're excited? What does the real Leo look like?" Leo had never thought about that before. He always changed to match something outside of himself. He closed his eyes and thought about how he felt right now. A little sad, a little confused, but also a little hopeful. He thought about the joy of sunbathing on a warm rock, the thrill of zapping a fly with his long tongue, the peace of sleeping on a cool leaf at night. Slowly, as he thought about all the things that made him, something amazing began to happen. His skin started to swirl with colors he had never made before. Not just one color, but a beautiful, unique pattern. There was a base of gentle, leafy green for his love of the forest, swirls of sunny yellow for his cheerful spirit, a splash of sky blue for his calm nature, and even little speckles of bright red for his moments of excitement. He opened his eyes and looked at his reflection in a dewdrop. He was a walking rainbow, a mosaic of all his feelings and experiences. It was a pattern that no other chameleon, no other animal, had. It was his. He looked up at Professor Hoot, his heart swelling with a new kind of pride. He walked towards the center of the festival. The other animals stopped and stared. "What color is that?" a monkey asked. "I've never seen anything like it." A toucan exclaimed. Leo took a deep breath and said, "This color is me." A hush fell over the crowd, and then a wave of applause erupted. The animals weren't cheering because he looked like them. They were cheering because he looked like himself. They saw a beauty in his unique pattern that was more captivating than any single color he had copied. From that day on, Leo didn't stop changing colors. It was his gift after all, but he no longer used it to hide. Sometimes he'd turn a bright, happy yellow just because he felt like it. Other times, he'd have calming blue stripes when he wanted some peace and quiet. He still played hide and seek with his friends, but he never again hid his true self. Leo learned that fitting in is not nearly as important as belonging, and you can only truly belong when you have the courage to be yourself. His unique pattern became the most celebrated sight in the entire rainforest. A beautiful reminder that the most wonderful color you can be is the one that is truly, authentically you. So if you ever feel like you need to change to be liked, remember Leo the chameleon. Your unique mix of colors, your quirks, your passions, your feelings, that's your superpower. Don't hide it. Show the world your true colors, because they are beautiful and they are uniquely yours. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.